The Sanlinkee Rechargeable Spotlight Review Part 1. Good afternoon, YouTube. Here on a Sunday at 2 or I'm going to fix that clock one of these days. 3:06 now in the afternoon. Here with you at the bench again. I'm going to be looking at this new light that I got. I teased it the other day with the dark video. You guys may recall that. But I really didn't show too much about the light itself. And I think what we're going to do, I did charge it up last night, and it is fully charged. I think what we're going to do is take a look at the light here at the bench and the accessories that come with it and give my impressions of it so far. And then I am going to do a further test, maybe not today, I'm not really sure, but I'm going to rig the light up here on the bench to where it is our only source of light and basically see how long it lasts. I did discover a couple of things that I didn't know about it by reading the instructions, which are in the box here. I'll get them out in a minute to show you. But anyway, did that. So that's that. So anyway, let me get off of this camera and get back to the other camera, and we're going to take a look at the light and some of its features, and then we'll go from there. And I'll start the other one. Now I am going to be using the Canon camera for this next part, but I'm not going to use the Canon camera for the longer video that where I do the test of the light, simply because it won't last that long. It only goes for, I think, 20-something minutes at a time, and that makes it quite a large file anyway, and I think it will only do that 2 or 3 times before the battery dies on that. I am looking into another battery for that, by the way, because I'm getting tired of only being able to do so much with it and then having to recharge the battery. So that's coming up. But I probably will use the Sony or maybe even this camera here. I'm not really sure. What I'm doing on the bench probably won't require any close-ups. So the Kodak is probably the one to use because it lasts the longest. I shoot at WVGA with this camera, and that should be fine for what I'm doing. This is not going to be a, it's basically a marathon, whatever you want to call it, see how long this light lasts. And I doubt that I'll have the camera on all the time, but I will show you the phone before, you know, when I start it, and then we'll keep an eye on that, and then later on when it ends I will show you the time again. So that will be done, and you know, even if we're not filming during that whole time, at least we'll have a good idea. I will be able to watch and see the light that make sure that it's still working, I guess is what I'm saying. So alright, let me switch over to the camera here that I want to be using for this, and we'll take a look at this light. It's overall, I just want to say that it is a nice light, very nice. It does have a mount with it. I did not realize it does have a mount with it to for that camera, that tripod mount that I was showing you before, and it has that. So we're going to use that, and we'll see how it works. So stay tuned. Alright, as you can see, I am back on the bench here, and I have the the light mounted on the little tripod that comes with the light. And as you can see, it is a nice little tripod set up there, and it could be used for either light. You can just turn this light on, which actually it's on the wrong side, isn't it? There it is. Okay. There's the light for that, and again you can dim that. Now I also discovered that you can just hold down the light and it will flash, and that is a handy feature as a warning for cars headed towards you when you're broke down on the highway or something like that. That is an excellent feature. I really like that. And as you can see, it has several different settings that it goes through, and that's nice. So turn that off, and I don't think the other light does that. We'll see. Yes, it does. Okay, well, you can see it flashing over there, I think. And so that works the same way. I turn it around, but it's going to be bright. So, like I say, that works pretty good that way. And so it does have the strobing ability, which is nice. And again, that's another thing that I didn't really realize that it had. Whoops, wrong one. And there's our solid light, and then there's our dimmer light there, and then it goes off. So there are a couple of different ways that light can be used, and again, it is very, very handy. In addition to the tripod, comes with a strap, and I'm not really sure how that mounts, but it's got a couple of places on the, you can see here, here's one of them right there that it would mount to, and probably one maybe up here, I'm not really sure, but anyway, that's the strap. It comes with a car adapter to charge it in the car. Now, I'm not sure this has the same ability as the one that plugs into the wall. I don't see a light on there, but now the one that plugs into the wall has a light, LED light, that when it's charging, it glows red, and when it's charged, fully charged, it glows green. So that's handy. And again, this also has a option to charge things or use the battery with your phone or something like that to charge it. There's a USB port there, and the charging port for the light itself is underneath here. It's a round port, and so that is another way that can be used. And I don't think I have well, I have that camera, but that wouldn't do any good. But anyway, I still don't have a phone cord in here. But like I say, that's really pretty darn good, nice light, I think. And I will flash the price of this up on the screen. And please realize that this is just part one of the review, and the second part will be a performance test where we take and leave the light on here. Whoops, wrong light again. This light here on, and see how long it lasts. And then I may do another one with this light here and see how long it lasts. I will start from a fully charged battery, and we will, you know, document how long that lasts. And I think that would be handy. And so we'll do that. Now, some of the things I'm not crazy about. Now, there is a way to take this front off. It unscrews, and I think the light bulbs can be changed. They're LEDs, you know, but there's no access to the battery. Obviously, when you take that front light cover off, you can get to the battery terminals, but there's no way to replace the battery, I guess is what I'm saying. I think that would probably be a handy thing to have. I thought maybe there were screws behind these for little inserts, but I didn't see any. I didn't want to mess it up, so I didn't try too hard. But like I said, even without the ability to change the battery, it's a pretty decent little light, I think. And I'm guessing there are 18650 batteries in there, at least one of them, and that's my guess. So there you go. Now, obviously, you can use any kind of tripod you want with this. This is just the one that came with it. So I may try to rig up something with this tripod, and I'm not really sure when I do the performance test. But I'll probably put it up above some way that it can be shining down on the bench, because I want to do my performance test in here and do a video about it. So that's going to do me on this first part. Again, so far what I see is very, very positive. It comes, oh, here's the product manual. And not overly complicated or anything like that, but it does have all the necessary information there, I do believe. And again, it's let's see what it says for 8. Yep, USB output. That's what I thought. I don't think it can be charged that way. If you did happen to have a male end of in other words, this type of end for that, I doubt very much that it would do anything as far as charging the light. I think that's just purely output. So anyway, there's some of the things you can use it with, but it would be a handy thing to have in your car for sure. And I probably will be taking this on my trip to visit Bob, if that happens. Bob's almost certain that it's not going to happen, I think. Let's see what it says. Charging time, 10 to 12 hours. Lantern lighting time, 12 to 28 hours. The light, I'm guessing that this is just the regular light, 8 to 24 hours. Battery capacity is 9,600 milliamp hours. USB, or the LED color temperature, white or yellow optional, which I'm assuming that's the yellow is the second click on the, what do you call it? Charge voltage is 4.2, so that does sound like 18650s. Lamp beads life, about 10 or 100,000 hours. Battery cycle life, about 800. Looks like plus or minus 800 times. So again, a decent light. You know, everything is there, so it tells all the features as far as you know, this and that, you know, about how to do it. It says tripod hole can also be mounted or installed on a tripod, which is true. Side floodlight, yep, that's what I thought that would be. USB output, charging input port, hand shank, and that's the holding, or the handle, I guess is what you call it. High powered spotlight, lampshade, and 3mm toughened glass. Or lampshade is 3mm toughened glass. Shoulder strap hole, yep, that's got that. Switch 1, strong light, weak light. Long press 3, second warning. Light turns on. Short plus, let's see. Long press 2 activates a warning light. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. That, like I said, that would be ideal to, you know, just sit that on the ground by your disabled car or whatever, and have that flashing that. Again, I've got it turned around the wrong way, but have it flash them that red and blue lights and stuff like that. I think that would be handy as all get out. So very nice light. And like I said, I'm going to stop this here and going to get off here and get this posted and get it up, and then I'm going to start I'm going to recharge the battery one more time, and then I will do my other video, which will be probably, I'm going to start wiring these. I've got everything done except for this, and I'll be doing these to make the new harness for the car stereo, and once I get that done, then I can install it. So still really haven't been out there to even look at it yet, but I'm hoping that I can find a decent place to mount that GPS antenna. And where it's went over here somewhere. There it is. But it looks to me like, and I can't be certain of this, but it looks to me like this would peel off, and it would have a because you can feel it the way it peeled there. It's got something on there. It would stick on. It'd be a sticky, double-sided type tape there, I'm guessing. So, and that could be stuck to the dash pretty easily. So, the cable is long enough to reach in other places. I may even try to find some other place to put it, but I'd really like to put it right there on top of the dash. I think it'd be ideal. So, all right, get off here and get some things done. And you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see ya.